Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Goosebumps HorrorTown. That's no Easter Bunny event for 2019. This is the Easter update, and this is part 3 to the video. Another long video, as I said. Now, my last video, despite it being a little bit here and there, I have decided to make this one a little bit more interesting because there is something I'm gonna have to let it just play out. You'll see. It's one of my favorite moments coming up. And it's one of the features I really did appreciate in this game, but that comes later on near the end of this video. I will go into more of it. Basically, this whole video is going to be more looking at the actual story to this update. So a lot of plot thickening during this time. So get used to this, and after that will be it. So let's dive right in, shall we? So we got Burning Still right away. 50%, and right now 80 days left for this Easter carnival. And this is what I was talking about, the lights flashing on and off. I actually kind of like that feature where there's not much that's one of the things that we don't get much animation for this game, which I wish they actually kind of do. That would be actually kind of cool to see them perform more animation tasks, but we'll see.
Wow, this Amaz-O's the real deal. He's amazing, even if he looks like a store dummy.
As if you could tell the difference between real and fake magic anyways, you silly child.
Hey, I'm not simple, and at least I don't look like I belong in a cheap department store.
That's because you look like you'd be at home in a pile of trash, like a street urchin.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm taking your box of tricks, then. See if you can catch me without working legs. Ha! Huh. I can't believe they're doing another magic show after what happened last year.
Don't you love when the editing just happens there? They just interrupt it again. I really love that. Thanks a lot, Pix.
And isn't that the same magician as before? Yes, my dear boy. The amazing Jack is back. And?
You idiot. Don't say your silly name. You're merely my assistant. Here to restore my reputation. Obey.
Yes. I mean... Welcome to Amaz-O's magical show. Be prepared to be enthralled and thrilled by real magic.
Wow. Oh, epic voice acting, epic dialogue. Oh boy, here's another one.
Haha! I'm on a roll. An egg roll! Oh, how many baskets have you filled so far? Huh? What do you mean? How many baskets? This is just the only one. Wait, just how many eggs did you find? This is my 3rd basket so far. Third? Gosh darn it!
Marty, don't swear. This is a PG-friendly children Christian video. Oh, the joke didn't land very well. I'm sorry, but yeah, jokes aside, you gotta love that editing thing. It reminds me of one YouTuber who kind of does it all sugar.
You can try to change your name, but you're still that fraud that embarrassed himself last year.
Ooh.
You look a bit different, but you're definitely the same loser.
You dare question Amaz-O? Then tell me, what's last year's show half as impressive as this one?
Oh, wow. You're levitating that with no strings at all. Maybe the show is the real deal, after all.
Yes, indeed. Now, go forth and tell people to stop spreading these false rumors about Amaz-O. For you too shall do my bidding. Ha ha!
Wow, Amaz-O's being a real dink. Played the magic show, obtained 2 of the capes, that's great, and then saw the lady in half box. Fantastic. I have to get the amazing capes anyway, so I love the fact when the items tend to want me to pick things up that I already need to get. Oh, okay, of course I need her. Bad hair day. Alright, let's continue.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken Amaz-O's box of tricks. But now that I'm home safe, let's see what's in here. Oh man, look at all these awesome gadgets. I bet I can do anything with them. Look at me. I'm a real magician now, even if I don't understand how it works. Hey, everyone, get over to my house if you want to see a real magic show. You'll be amazed.
Wow. Pet the rabbit. I already did that. Do a appearing dove trick, which I haven't shown off, and then magic costumes, which I can actually get by doing the magic illusion, but I can also craft it too. I'm getting these items just fine because the items you need to craft the costume, because I have all these premium stuff, it's very easy to obtain. So yeah, I'm not bothered by that. Yeah, so let's just have him go out again with his rabbits, because why not? And let him scare the gray people. By the way, I wanted to... Oh, Gray, he's frozen back down there too. One of the things I wanted to say is that it's funny how these people, these generic nobodies, all wear gray. Like, why is that? It's like the gray citizens. Is it just as a tenfold to say that they just blend in, so they're just gray, like everyone's just the same, they wear the same thing? But like it really makes you think. But thinking of gray stuff, it kind of reminds me of, there was this weird book RL made, which maybe we'll get in a future update, but it's called The Haunted School. And what was weird about it is that it's been a while, but I think they were taking a photo for the class, and the two kids get stuck in this photo world where it's like the school, but it's like black and white. And then they meet these kids that are in black and white, which are the kids that were missing from a few years ago. And what's interesting about that story is that at some point you actually end up meeting the girl from the book, and it turns out she was actually from that world, but she basically was able to hide herself because she colored her skin and appearance to make her look like she's colored. It's very weird, but the only way you can get a dead giveaway that she was basically from this world is that she had gray colored eyes, like, you know, gray pupils or whatever you call them, the irises. And the way she did it was like this weird kind of like colored, like, it was weird. It's like everything was basically black and white, but she found out she had like this lipstick or something like that. She turned it up and is like, oh, it's red color. It's been so long, I haven't read the book. It was very weird. The book title looked weird too. It was like this locker that opened up, this haunted locker, and gray stuff starts falling down. You just see these eyeballs in the closet locker area there, which is weird to say the least. Now, just thinking about this weird stuff, there was another thing that came up around, like the Goosebumps show is one of them, which again I guess I have to watch again because now playing this game makes me want to rewatch these shows. But one episode, something that makes me remind myself is that in that, and sorry, I'm blabbering on here. Nickelodeon actually made a show. I don't know if I mentioned this before because it's been so long since I've seen my old videos that I have to rewatch again. But there was this this series that was made called Are You Afraid of the Dark? And that was actually a really good show comparison. It was more darker, to say the least, for what it was basically worth. You should look it up. It's really interesting. But it's basically a Goosebumps, but a little bit more edgier, if that makes sense. A lot of the episodes were a lot more creepier, and very weird. They even have one character in particular that keeps on reappearing, and he's such a dink. But up above, where you would notice that I've been moving some stuff around. Hopefully we'll probably show everything off eventually, but you'll probably notice that some areas are moved along the place. That's done on purpose because I'm making one area basically the magic circus land, and the other area is more of the Easter kind of gardens. It's gonna look more better hopefully, but right now the Easter gardens is kind of messed up due to the fact that some part of the land is blocked by the fact I have yet to pay for it, so that's always great. Gonna have her pet the rabbit because, you know, I shouldn't say she because really it's a genderless thing, but it's supposed to look like a woman, so. Sorry, I'm just drawing blanks here. If it's gotten the message here that's just popping up randomly. Anyways, here's this interesting animation where Dustin makes a dove appear and reappear by just making it go and then back up. I think how he does this is, if I remember this trick correctly, there is a hidden compartment that actually kind of hides the dove. A lot of these magic tricks are somewhat interesting. Speaking of magic, there is one show in particular I tend to like watching, and that was the... Oh, here's another interesting animation with Amaz-O that isn't done in his shop, and that's him walking the amazing invisible dog. Here he is in all his glory. Oh, look at that. The real invisible dog there. How does he get that invisible dog? I wonder. Yeah, no one wonders that. Anyways, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and continue on with the story.
Thanks, Lucy. We're almost there now. Just a few more things and we'll be ready for the magic show.
Ah, there we go. And we gotta do more.
We're pretty good on magic items, but I still need to get all dressed up. I mean, what magician could perform without a top hat? Am I right?
What great dialogue. Obtain top hats too, obtain magic trick hats, and obtain magic costumes. Again, easy to grab now since I'm all premium stuff. Speaking of magic, I had a thought was, oh yeah, Penn and Teller. Those two guys I tend to really enjoy as magicians because they have this thing of comedy with them. And they kind of take the piss out of the whole jokes of like magician type trick, as they say it's basically an honest con man or honest liar.
Those children were too quick for me to catch. That's a shame. But I can still enjoy an ice cream treat as consolation.
That was a quick, yeah, that's nice. I didn't even realize that was happening. Oh good! We have her now. Easter sugar overload.
I can't wait to begin cooking all the Easter favorites for my children. I sees like only yesterday when they couldn't wait to eat their heads off their chocolate rabbits.
Did you mean it's? Oh, I think you made a boo-boo there.
Oh, obtain chocolate rabbits, obtain Blair ice cream, and the Easter cake. Yeah. So basically, these are just telling you how to do the Easter shops stuff. But oh, Pixowl, what did you do? Did you not have someone proofread? Okay, no, I made jokes before with the other ones, with the other stories as you saw, but sometimes not all the best of us can get through. Luckily though, this was the only error I saw, and I believe it's her saying it seems like only yesterday, but it came out as I see it only yesterday. Like it just sounded so bad. So I just had to make a joke about it and just have to pronounce it as exactly like I have to be robotic about it. Like I have to sound it just like it was presented to me. Oh good. So this is something I didn't get to show you. I have to build another bench because I don't have any benches like this, because he needs this particular bench and not any other benches because I don't know. So I have to find a spot for this. But this animation I'm going to show you is something I'm not really going to show off very often because of it's an item. The handkerchief is something I really don't need to get. But this was an item animation that was available for Mr. Mortman during the last year's Easter event, during when it was more of a magic event. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think what I ended up doing was I kind of put this near the cliffside because at the moment I'm trying to find a good spot for this whole thing. Also, you like how my clown area is going to kind of looking pretty cool there. Again, some of these buildings are going to look a lot more cleaner once I get everything kind of organized, but as you can see, slowly but surely it's starting to kind of make it look better. It's going to get better and better once everything gets updated, so every update has its own unique area, to say the least, so that's what it is. Eventually I'm going to get everything to make it look kind of better. But yeah, I'm kind of making this little area where Mr. Fleshman is as, whenever he comes back with the space stuff, that's where that's going to be. By the way, I might as well bring this up because I'm going to rant about this anyways. I understand his house is supposed to be kind of like blending in with the other characters, but couldn't you just have it be a little off? Like, have it so that it's like a little bit suspicious? Like, no telescopes or anything like that. It's just generic house. Okay. Oh man, Mr. Fleshman, he's that character that I really want to like, but he just kind of peeves me off just because of how they handled that event. I'm hoping that he may have a redemption in the future when they bring his series back again, maybe. I have no idea if it's going to be this summer or if they're going to have something interesting with that. But anyways, here's the animation in question, him eating a sandwich. And I guess the bib he's eating, the bib he's using, I think that's the handkerchief we'll end up having, so that's interesting. Here's an animation with him doing a card trick. Flip it. Dustin. Dustin, why did your thing glitch? Why are you not doing your thing? You're supposed to do a boomerang card trick. Why did you stop? Why did you? Oh, that's fantastic. Quambi is stuck again. Alright, with that in mind, let's see if now we're gonna just do this to see if we're lucky enough to get the capes, which I love how Mr. Muffins, is it Mr. Muffins or Mr. Mittens? I don't know. Mr. something, Mrs. Mars, this cat, walking around not giving a care. Oh man. But yeah. I don't know, this whole series, this event, not this series, but this event. Oh boy, this certainly makes me wanna rethink everything. Oh, there's that signature done. Tapped on the heads. Do. I'm just smacking myself because I'm trying to wake myself up. How dare I sleep? I need to make videos. Don't you know that's my job now on this YouTube channel? It's not my hobby. It's not like I get paid to do this. I don't have enough subscribers or viewers to earn a revenue, but I have to do it as if it is as such. And I'm also aware that my content's not going to be for everyone. I'm sure there's somebody who'd rather prefer to watch. My god, my app is just, it keeps on activating. I'm sorry about that. I really just hate the compass. I really despise it. It never RNG. It's like the maps and the treasure thing, but the compass, nah, we're not gonna give that to you. That's gonna be the rarity. Screw you, buddy. And I believe that take a nap is nothing, by the way. You don't really get to see anything there. I think I already showed do a real magic trick, but let's just see where I have them. Oh, good. There's Mr. Crosby running in place again. I love that. I love how he's just running in place. Because why not? Don't you want him to run in place? I do.
I love it. I'm just tapping these characters running away. And he just casually goes
Through his little hidey hole. Oh yeah. Yeah, this animation again, which I've showed off already, which is him pulling the rabbit out of his hat. There he is. There it goes. There we go. There's the little... This is what I want to show off. There he is doing the boomerang trick. Look at that. The amazing Dustin did it again. I don't know what happened there where he just kind of glitched out, where he just stopped doing what he was supposed to be doing. Alright, here's the question.
Listen, Dustin, this year's magic show is different. Amaz-O's using real magic. But Lucy said it's all fake. And she's usually right. Not this time. Trust me. I saw him levitating objects right in front of me.
Oh, did you now? Did you really think he did that? I wonder.
Well, you're probably right. But I'm gonna bring Lucy along. Just in case.
Good idea. You don't want to peeve her off. It's not like you're dating her or anything. Oh, good. What now? What does he want now?
You're doing well under my command. Isn't this better than being a failure under your own free will? See how everyone's impressed. Experience the power of the crowd's adulation.
Wow, he's really just feeding into his ego, isn't he?
Yes! The amazing Jacko is great! The crowd loves me!
Great, two peas in the pot, like together.
You must say my name properly if you don't want to feel my wrath.
Yeah, these two are just alike. Jeez. Oh.
But no matter. Audience grows as I control your actions, and you know what that means.
No, what are you going on about? Oh, I can't wait.
It means I'll get the amazing wealth that comes from merchandising sales. That's where the big money is.
Ah, I guess you learned from George Lucas then, huh? Very profitable. All right. What the? Ha! Why? Why did you make me want to do this? Why do you need me to sell these items? I need these items. I need these items to get the statue. Why do you need me to sell them? No, I'm not giving you the capes or the hats or. I can sell you the tricks, the magic trick kits. I can do that. I can hold off with that. But no, not the other two. Why? Why you do this to me, game? All right, there's that. All right, fine. I'll sell that. Oh, good. The other ones are not here too. By the way, I'm gonna bring this up in my review, but you're gonna find out during this playthrough how pain in the ass it was that to get these items. Like popping up in the store here with Sater's RNG store. Oh, it's fantastic. That's all I have to say is this is fantastic. So, but that rant is gonna be for the review, so don't worry. Well, it won't be a rant, but you know it's gonna be a little thing I'm gonna be talking about. All right, 17 days. And I believe this part I'm just going to be buying some items I haven't gotten yet. Now, I don't think I've shown off all the items I've gotten. I try to show as much items that I've gotten before, but if I haven't, I apologize. But let's get the popcorn maker. I like this because you can put this besides the movie theater here, and it kind of fits in very nicely. Or any kind of like carnival themed, I mean movie or carnival, that popcorn thing will fit well. And as you can see, the movie district's looking a little bit better now, slightly a little bit better. Don't worry, it's gonna get even better, don't worry. So we got that. Now we're halfway there apparently for the stuff. Alright, so we got some billboards. It's always good, always nice to see billboards. Alright, let's see this here. Where else? What else? Let's see. There's a lot of stuff to grab. I believe I tried to hold off to grab the most expensive stuff first. I really do want those rabbits though. Those are just too adorable to grab. Some people like myself, I'm not too bothered by stuff like this, but some people aren't really keen on the whole not feeling goosebumpy enough with creepiness, but I kind of like. I can see the monster rabbit there. I like that. I like some of these designs. Anyways, the photo gallery, I believe that's besides the cart thing. this is the other high expensive item, which I might as well pick up. Because what's interesting about this is that... Sorry. What's interesting about this is that I ended up getting a lot of eggs to spend. And I ended up having so much that I got all the items I wanted. So it's like, alright, I might as well try to buy some more. What's interesting, I'll say, is that the two items in particular, the showcase stuff, apparently you can only buy 2 of those each. So when I bought the second version of them, they disappear from the shop, so you can't buy them anymore, and they disappear permanently. You have them, don't get me wrong, but they're gone for good. They're like disappeared. I do like how they kind of designed this whole kind of archway thing here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe these posters that they advertise, these are actually real life posters that you can see of Harry Houdini and any other magicians back in the day. I believe. It's hard to see because it's so pixelated by how small it is, but I'm sure that's what they're kind of referencing here with the visual designs. If you'd like to look at Harry Houdini's posters, you probably will see, oh, it kind of looks like... I think that's what they're kind of going for here. I don't know, like, a lot of people like the magic stuff. The Easter stuff, a lot of people are like, it's too cutesy for me. I don't mind it. It's a lot better than the Valentine's Day one. The Valentine's Day one had, like, besides the Slappy statue, a lot of the other items were just kind of like, oh, they're not spooky enough. I wanted to be spooked. Yeah, so the magical showcases, those are the items I was talking about. Anyways, I've got some billboards of Thurston Heller, Charter, and Houdini. Houdini is probably well known. He's the guy who did the escapist trick. Yeah, and that's the one item I got that I didn't get to show off, so sorry about that. Alright, let's buy some more of these signs, because we need to... Amaz-O needs to show all these other magicians that are crap. It's just like, look at these magicians, these wannabes. They're nothing like Amaz-O. Amaz-O is the best, the greatest of them all. Does you know? He's from the Goosebumps books by R.L. Stine. That's the one thing I loved about R.L. Stine during the... there were certain episodes of Goosebumps that were specials. And what ended up happening was that they had R.L. Stine come in. And every time he starts off, he's like, "Hello, I'm R.L. Stine, and I write the Goosebumps books." It's very entertaining, and I really did like that. I think I mentioned before there was a group of guys that listened to a podcast called Goosebuds, which is basically a bunch of grown boomers like myself who... Believe it or not, some of these guys, and one of these guys, they've actually worked on actual shows that's on not Nickelodeon, on Netflix. I believe he worked as an animator for, I think, the Troll Hunter show. I'm not mistaken, but that's what he was saying. So, it's interesting that these guys have these jobs, but anyways, they take the time, they kind of do this podcast where they basically talk a bunch of rubbish, and then eventually they get onto the books, and they go ahead, it's like, oh, this is the book, this is what it's about, and then of course, because they're old, they tend to have inappropriate thoughts, and needless to say, it's very, very entertaining. I really do, like, I tend to try to kind of go in that same boat, but I try to keep it more friendlier, because I know this game's kind of more aimed for younger. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the Fortnite. It's like, yeah, it's rated teen, but you know kids play it. And, you know, families do too. And I try to provide a source of an archive without it being very vulgar. I'm a guy who loves doing vulgar stuff, as you can see in my streams, but I've been trying to behave myself for these videos, and I guess later on, if I ever get big enough and I actually have a way to actually make monetization on YouTube, I guess in a way I'd be able to make money off of these videos since I don't think they break any of the terms of services. I don't think they do. They tend not to go after people who are very vulgar. I mean, my older videos they might, but these ones coming up, I don't think they're really going to be like, whatever. Because it seems like most of the views are coming from the Goosebumps videos here. The other ones are just like, whatever, they're there, whatever. No one cares. No one cares about my streams and my highlights and my top 10 of 2018 moments video that I spent. Like, it's basically a movie, but no one cares. This is why I'm doing it, because I'm seeing an opportunity and I'm jumping on it. But that's one of the interesting things about making stuff like this, because a lot of people tend to evolve, and I'm sure eventually, whenever this game does end up dying out, like anything does, it always has an ending. I'm sure that by then I'll have a niche audience that will be able to kind of do other stuff that might make, you know what I mean, evolve. Like some of the channels actually ends up doing that very well. Others not so much, but you know, whatever. We don't talk about them. They kind of just, they're there. Oh boy. I'm not making any much sense, but yeah, I made a good much talking while a lot of stuff ended up happening. Alright, so we've gotten some of this stuff here. Good. I always love that sound of the ringing. Though I believe there was one moment, I think it was the Valentine's Day one, where the ringing was just so much, it was just too much going on. I do like how I've kind of made this not this Easter, but this land of spookiness. I'm making some sense of it, I guess. But anyways, let's just do this stuff here, and that's something I'm gonna want to do. Also, I watched another video. I think it was Phasm Dog. Oh, anyways, I think this coming up. I'll talk later, but I think this is next. Yeah.
Watch, everyone. I'll make a dove appear in thin air. Oops, it got stuck in my shirt. No worries. Watch as I make these rings levitate. Ah, darn. They shot away and broke the window.
What? Whoa, what's that? Was that a sound effect? Wow, I'm getting real good at this stuff.
This is kind of boring, Dustin. And I'm getting hungry. You should have brought snacks to your show.
Oh.
Maybe I'll eat one of these carrots you have for your rabbit here.
Oh no. Is this the moment we're all been waiting for? My favorite moment? Here it is. Aw, look at it!
I would make a noise, but rabbits don't speak. Oh no! Lucy disappeared! Or transformed! She's turned into a rabbit!
Yes, Dustin. Look what you made her do! Oh, yes, this is the thing a lot of people loved, in the fact that they turned Lucy into an adorable bunny. But that's not it. That's not all. The actual... Oh, you gotta see this. This, oh, it's good. It's so good. You're gonna love it. You're gonna really love it. Oh, I'm hyping this up.
I think I'm ready now. How do I look in my costume, Lucy? You look fine, Dustin. I just don't know if you can do the actual magic part.
That's not the part I was talking about, but eventually we're gonna get Lucy to do a little animation. And the sad part is the animation's only a one-time deal, and then that's it. It disappears. But in the future, Pixowl or the team at HorrorTown, if you see this, have a permanent feature of something like this, like what they did with Megan drinking the juice, because why not? It's so good. Oh, look at that! Look at those items.
Even though the children can't visit this year, it'll make me happy to send them these Easter packages.
I try my best to sound like a mom.
I hope they enjoy eating them as much as I did preparing them.
Oh my God. Does anyone else get weird vibes with Mrs. Dark? I don't know why, but she kind of has that, like, she's like too motherly. She's not what I mean, but you know what I mean. She's like that friendly motherly figure for, like, even if she's not, like, if you're not her son or daughter, she'll still kind of pretend as if you're her kids or something. We all know she's a monster though, but you know what I mean. Here we go.
I guess I have to find a way to turn Lucy from a rabbit back into a girl. I guess I have to ask Amaz-O for help.
Oh no, it sounds like a chore.
There's the guy from on stage, but he's acting funny. Like he's a puppet or something.
Is plot thickening? Oh no.
There's a big rabbit gesturing. And whatever he does, the mannequin and Amaz-O do it.
Oh no, it's updating. Here it is.
Listen, Rabbit, what's the deal here? Are you the thing behind this whole deal? Because I need some help.
Here we go, folks. The big reveal. The person who is behind this whole thing. Here he is. Look at them eyes. The ties of terror. Oh, man. This, yeah, here it is. Here it is. Be a bunny. Oh, man. This, 3 hours. Watch this. Look at her. That's so cute. I can't help it. Look at that. It's so adorable. Oh. God damn. I'm a sucker for cute things. I'm sorry. Look at it. Look at her. Look at her. She's too cute. Hey. What are you doing? Get out of here. Nah, we don't need you. Anyways. Here we go.
Okay. All we need to do is figure out the old rabbit in the hat trick. I think that trick is pretty simple, Dustin. You go get ready and I'll set it up for you.
I just need a rabbit.
Oh, I didn't really mean this to happen, but I love the perfect timing on that. The fact that I didn't realize this until editing it, but the fact that she's like, oh, the magic in the rabbit hat trick, that's easy. Let me go help set it up for you. And she's a rabbit while this was going on. So I'm like, Man, I wonder why it's so easy. Maybe it's because we got the prop already to be able to do it. I wonder if that's the real case here. Yeah, so you can see why this part seems to be my favorite because of Rabbit Lucy there. I don't know what it is. It's just the way they animate it too is like really good because it's basically like a rabbit. She's just hopping around like very slowly. Ugh. Yeah, no, there's nothing much to say. Anyways, I got lost and sidetracked. I was talking about something and then I ended up having to go ahead and do the video stuff here when it comes to the not the dialogue, but you know what I'm talking about, the story. Of course, the story. I know I was talking about something, but I can't recall because I can't look back in the past and see what I said. Only when I upload this video and look in my past, I'll be like, oh, that's what I was supposed to talk about. You idiot. Why did you have a brain fart there? What can you do? What can you do? Anyways, I believe we're coming close to the end of this video here. I won't say how long it is. It's coming close. It's coming close to the end here. So, I think what we'll end up having to happen coming up is it's going to be the next quest update. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is one of the quests that come up like the weekend edition, not the weekend edition, but you know what I mean. Him dropping cards again, by the way. Yep, there he goes. He can't handle his cards. He has to drop them on the floor. You filthy animal. Why can't you just do that properly? Dustin, I mean, I swear. Why am I doing this again? I know. I'm like I try to say like, oh, Did we see Justin doing the card trick? I don't think we have. Let's do it the third time. Yep, let's look at it again. Yep, there he is. There he is doing it again. Again, you can see how forgetful I am, and I'm looking to pass. I'm just like, you dummy. You dummy. Oh. Right. Very hard to see, but there's Mrs. Mar doing her quill thing. So there she is doing that. So there you go. That's something to look forward to. And Mr. Walter's walking away. I think that's his name, Walter. Yeah, it was Walter. Right after this screen starts freezing, here we go. We got this new Amaz-O request. We get the chocolate bunny. We needed 6 napkins, 9 of the hats, and it was too slow. I didn't get to see it, but this is what it looks like. This is what it is, right? Click on it. Every 4 hours you get, or every 3.5 hours you get the chocolate thing, and there you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the end of it. So that's it for part 3, and we're coming closer to the end here. And in the last part coming up, it's going to be basically wrapping everything up. And what's going to be weird about this update too is that I've hold off a bit. Like, this is the other interesting thing. Now, when I first started this Let's Play, not this Let's Play, but with this event, I started to upload the video when it first kind of started, and by this point the event already ended, and that's done on purpose because I try to make sure I get everything of the event kind of wrapped up and archived rather than having it be done in the future, so that way I can focus on each update as it kind of goes on and hear from someone else's opinion. Oh, now that I realized that, I think one of the things I was bringing up is that I'm aware that a lot of people kind of would prefer stuff being unvoiced, but I'm a guy who likes to be considered as an entertainer, so my whole shtick is to try to make you entertained by watching me be making a goof of myself because I'm a bit of a clown. But that's about it for this part. It's gone on long enough. So in the next part, we'll be wrapping everything up. We'll be showing off all the loose ends, and we'll be tying them up in a nice little bow. And then from there, we're going to be basically talking about what I think will be coming up next, and what will be following after this, if you care, is the review for this update. And the review, I think, is going to be done a little bit differently, but I think you'll like it regardless, so we'll end up seeing how this turns out in the end of the day. But for now, that'll be it for me. So if you liked the video, let me know down below, and I will see you next time. Until then, have a spooky one.